Always great catching up with smiling Sam Alvey, who is back in action, going to be taking on Un Jung at UFC 254 on October 24th on Fight Island. Sam, how's it going, man?
Hey, I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me in.
No problem. It's great to catch up with you. You've had a lot of cool experiences in your career, fought for a number of different promotions, but Fight Island, that's pretty badass. You pretty excited about that?
Man, from the second they announced there was going to be a Fight Island, I wanted on as soon as I could. I wanted to be the first fight on there. It just didn't happen. So now I'm on eventually, and I can't wait.
That's great. Have you got your itinerary yet? Because I know obviously it's a bit of a travel time to get there, and I know you got to quarantine and all that too.
Yeah, they sent me. So I leave next Wednesday. I have to stay 2 days in quarantine in Vegas. Then I fly out. Then I quarantine again for 2 days, and then I get to see the island after that. And then I fight, and then later that day I fly back to Vegas, and then I get to quarantine again. So I'll be in quarantine a lot.
And I imagine your wife's coming with you because she usually corners you, right?
Yep, my wife will be there. My wife, just no kids this time.
Yeah, I was going to say probably a little bit tougher to bring them this time around with COVID and everything else, right? So.
Yeah. The UFC's got no guest policies.
No worries. Let's talk about your last fight. It was a close one, the split decision against Ryan Spann, an up-and-comer. What did you learn the most from that fight? Because that was a really competitive matchup.
Yeah, it's not so much that I learned it, but it reinforced it. I can't let fights go to decision. Mm-hmm. I rewatched it. I still think I won the fight. It was a good fight. I'm not complaining. It was a good fight. It was close enough that the judges could get it wrong without it being, a crime against humanity. But I can't let it go to the decision. I pulled the trigger in the third, and I should have pulled it in the first or second. So this fight, that's the goal. Is I got to pull that trigger a lot sooner.
Yeah, and I don't know if part of you was kind of worried. I mean, 4 straight losses, you never know with the UFC, right? They could release you. Did that ever go through your head, or were you pretty confident? Because everyone loves watching a fight, Sam. Like, I think no matter what, there's obviously a little wiggle room.
I was sure after I lost my last one that they were going to cut me. Mm-hmm. But they didn't. They gave me this another chance, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. I'm going to go out there. I'm not only going to win, I'm going to win impressively. I'm going to make the UFC want to offer me a new contract. And so I'll get this contract, and with this win.
So you're taking on Un Jung, kind of similar to Spann in the sense that it's he's an up and comer. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him?
He's a big dude. I think he's bigger than Spann, but I haven't met him yet. But he's a big, tall guy. Got a big cross. He's on a hell of a winning streak. 2 in the UFC, I think 11 overall. And shoot, the odds just came out. I am such a big underdog. I've never been this big of an underdog before. It's actually, I can't believe I'm this big an underdog. So that's just fueling the fire. All my buddies are putting a whole bunch of money on me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't looked either. How much of a favorite is he in this fight, do you know?
He is a minus 600. I'm a plus 400.
Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's crazy. Because I was going to ask you about the experience in this fight. You have way more fights than he does. Do you feel like that's going to play a role in the matchup? Because you've been in different situations. He's only got 15 fights. Yeah,
I've got over 70 fights. I've been everywhere twice. This will be my 3rd fight without an audience even. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. I think the experience gap is going to be very obvious during the fight, and I always like being the guy with more fights.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Now, what type of training camp have you had leading into this? Who have been some of the guys you got to work with?
I've had a really good camp. Dominick Reyes was in for a good portion of it. Jamal Pogus was there. Jared Vandera, he's fighting on the Contender Series.
Yeah, good for him, by the way. Yeah. I know he's had a bit of a tougher road to get to the UFC.
Yeah, and he's gonna take full advantage of it November 4th. Dan Henderson, he's been in quite a bit. So I've really had a room full of people that are trying to beat me up, getting me ready for this fight.
Excellent. The weight cut, I mean, you used to fight at one point, I think, at welterweight, right? So, I mean, 205 should be no big deal.
That was for the Ultimate Fighter. That was a big
I still can't believe you fought at welterweight. That's nuts, man.
Yeah, no, my weight's good. I'm actually probably a little lighter than I should be right now. But I'll get to eat a little bit more in Abu Dhabi when I get there.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight? Your wife, obviously, but anyone else making the trip
Yeah,
with you?
my wife will be there, and then I'm also bringing my boxing coach, Gustavo Polgais.
Oh, cool. Okay, very good, very good. Obviously, you feel like a finish is going to happen because, like you said, you don't want to hit the judges' scorecards. How do you see the fight unfolding?
I'm going to knock him out in the second, and it's not going to be a TKO. It's going to be a one-hitter quitter, walk-off kind of thing, second round.
Before we go, what's downtime looking like? I know you spend a lot of time with your family. Are you getting in any Netflix shows or playing any video games? What are you doing outside of training right now?
What am I doing right now? I don't have a lot of downtime. We've got too many kids for downtime. Every now and then I'll try and force myself to sit and play some video games. I've been playing the new Avengers game.
Oh, cool.
I've more or less got it beat. I'm just kind of doing all the side missions first. And then Super Smash Bros. When I go out to Fight Island, I'm not going to have any kids. I'm bringing my Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to be playing all the time.
Good, smart. That's what the Switch is for. That's what I love, is that you can play it like at home, and then you can bring it anywhere else, which is really cool. Before we go, obviously you referenced Dominick Reyes there. I know a tough loss a few weeks ago against Jan Blachowicz. Have you talked to Dom since then? How's he doing?
I sent him a message. I haven't seen him yet. Just said, hey, a tough loss, still an inspiration to the gym. And that he is. He's an incredible person, very talented fighter. And it wasn't meant to be that day, but he'll bounce back.
And we're looking forward to this fight. UFC 254, October 24th. Sam, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, hit me up. I'm at Smiling Sam on everything. I'm on TikTok now, so if you're on TikTok, if you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, follow me because I love TikTok. I have so much fun with that.